Anybody else have any other comments they want to make? Yes, sir.
Yeah, you want comments, right? So,
yes.
Okay. Well, my name's Dan Doe, and I'm on the executive board at the NGCC. You played the devil's advocate in every way you could to put the kibosh to this food bank leasing that building over there. You're not happy with the lease agreement we gave you. That would, if you sign that lease agreement today or whenever, all that is a commitment that you're going to let us have it. The final paperwork, as you know, would be written up by Chris Maduri, he's already said, and then you'd sign the final, the real agreement with him. That's just a commitment so that you're going to say that you're going to allow us to have the building. That's one thing. You said the other building of Pixley Park's been there for 10 years, okay? Out of the 10 years, I'm not quite positive, Tom, how many years you've been a trustee, but out of that 10 years, I'd venture to say at least 4 or 5, give or take a year. Jim, you've probably been on that board, a trustee for the whole 10 years. You made a comment today that the trustees have let the insurance lapse on the building for a number of years. Up until a couple of years ago, you reinstated it.
This year, but go ahead.
Okay, you reinstated it this year. So somebody wasn't doing their job by not insuring township property, and somebody, trustees namely, that were on the board, wasn't doing their job of maintaining the building. The building should have been maintained. You're taking our tax dollars, and just because you got a new building up there, you say, we don't need to care about this building. Let's just let it go to pot. That's wrong. That's our money. Now you want to buy a big excavator. You don't have money to maintain the buildings that you should be maintaining in the building, in the community that are already here, but you want to buy a rubber tire roller, we want to buy a batwing mower, we've got to buy a big excavator that we need. We need all this stuff, but we don't need to take care of the buildings that are here. Thank God that Bill Wilson was here, that he got the $60,000 grant to take care of this building. Oh, it's funny, Tom?
No, because that grant,
you know what?
They ask you to take that money.
These are my comments. I'm giving you my comments on the way I'm looking at this. You know, we're going to put $7,000 or whatever it's going to cost us to put in that building. You're worried about another entity, another church, or another, pave the other side of the building over there. There's 2 more sections over there. Pixley Park could store their stuff in there. There's a use for that building in this town. Pixley Park could probably love to have that building to store, or the baseball, the people that play baseball, or even the Boy Scouts could use the other side. There's 2 more sections over there. We're only taking a third. We're only asking for a third. If you would have maintained the building like you should have been maintaining the building for all these years, then it'd be useful right now. I just feel that somebody's neglected that building and hasn't been doing the job of taking care of what's already here, just spending money, but not where we'll let our roads go, but we'll buy a big excavator. Yeah, okay, that's my comment, Tom. You know what? You did a good job of playing the devil's advocate. The city of Garrettsville has done over, above, and beyond, donating their time and their effort and their money and everything to help the people in this town, along with the people in their town. You guys ought to be ashamed of what we've got from the food bank out of this township. Nothing. That's my comment.
So, that being said, do you have anything you want to add to what I've said so far?
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, this food bank is the single most important development that this township has seen in years, and our community. It's designed to do nothing but help people. It has helped over 180 families in the past year. It's raised more money than they ever thought they would. We've served more people than they ever thought they would. It's done nothing but good. There's no negatives whatsoever in this food bank. It's run by people in the community, for the community, for the Garrettsville school system, which encompasses Wyndham, Parkman, parts of Freedom, Nelson, and so on. We've done fundraisers. We've been excessively receptive to our township people. The community have been excessively generous with this thing. I can't understand why there's any negative situation on this all. I understand you're saying you're trying to protect the township interests and so on. I certainly understand that. As far as the roof goes, and anything with that building's been totally neglected ever since the other building was built. If the roof leaks, it can be patched. I'm sure it doesn't have to be totally replaced. There's water getting in the building primarily because the gutters are shot in the front. We went over that one meeting before. I got an estimate for $220 to fix that problem. There's a grade elevation problem a little bit. There's a drain tile underneath that I spotted. I think that this would be a great thing for the township, a great thing for the community. As far as using the building, you wanted to tear the building down. You wanted to tear this building down. You stated that in meeting before.
Joe, wait a minute, no. When did I ever state that? When did you ever hear me say that?
Remember when that was, Denise? It was in a meeting when... In fact, you said it not too long ago because I said you wanted to tear the building down and you said yes, I did.
No, Joe said that. You have never, listen.
You said yes, I did.
You have never heard me say that I want to tear this building down. I'll tell you exactly what I said, and I'll tell you the context I said it in. I said when we were having trouble paying for this building, paying to heat this building, we were paying $1,800 a month heating bills. I said, this building should be burned to the ground and a new building rebuilt that more suits our needs in a more modern atmosphere. That's what I said. All of the rest of that gets lost. All we hear is tear it down. And that's a fact.
Okay, well this building was built in the 1940s. It's a pillar of the community. It's a center focal point of our community. It has historic value. It's totally asinine to even think of even making a statement of tearing this building down.
Joe, those are your opinions.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Now the other building, for example, you also stated you wanted to tear that building
Absolutely,
down.
That building. Why do you think we moved out of it, Joe? Why did we build a new building if we didn't need it any longer? If there was nothing wrong with it, then we've just wasted $750,000 down the street.
Well, I can almost agree with that.
You agree with that?
But I'm saying, your reason for tearing that building down, if I remember in the meeting, was it's an eyesore.
Absolutely.
And that building has some historic value to the township as well. It was built in 1944 and 1945 by members of the community, apparently, from what I'm finding out or trying to find out. There's structurally nothing wrong with that building. There's nothing major.
Are you an engineer, Joe?
No, but I'll bet I'll get one out there to look and he'll tell me the same thing.
Well, we can do have him look at the upstairs of this building.
The engineers looked at this building when we put all this into it. They said the building was structurally as sound as the day it was built.
Okay.
I believe it was documented. Really.
What else do you have, Joe?